Keep your eyes on the ball!
In July, 271 incoming freshmen, or Swabs, arrived at the United States Coast Guard Academy, where future officers prepare to be commissioned into the U.S. Coast Guard.
Left, right.
It marked the beginning of Swab Summer, a challenging 7-week training program that all future cadets are required to complete. Only this year, amid the COVID-19 pandemic, things are very different, but training goes on.
We've never done this before. As the old adage goes, man plans, fate laughs. So we're making adjustments as necessary. We're charting uncharted waters right now.
This whole first squad, get back!
Sometimes you don't get to pick the situations you're in. Sometimes the situations pick you. This is their Swab Summer. This is their reality, and this is what they're working through.
After arriving at the academy, all Swabs entered a 14-day restriction of movement period, or ROM, and got COVID-19 tests before their actual training could begin.
271 students, tested them twice in the 14 days that they've been on board. 0 positive tests. Every test has come back negative.
Look like you want to be here. Prom is finally over.
For the class of 2024, day 1 of Swab Summer was actually day 15, since their real training began after their 2-week quarantine. The day begins with a morning meal.
Get in line, get your food. Go!
But before they can eat, Swabs are stopped by members of the Cadre, a group of leaders comprised by juniors at the academy, assigned to instruct them during Swab Summer.
Do you want to take one guess as to what company I'm from?
Swabs are asked to identify different members of the Cadre, which is easier said than done.
Yeah, you're gonna find out right now!
You're a male. I'm a male.
Ramping up the stress helps those folks realize that they are in a different environment and they have to align with our values.
Oh my God!
They have to demonstrate to us that they respect the woman and man standing to their right and standing to their left, and the service and the nation that they're going to serve.
Get out of my face!
When you're performing the test, you will not be required to wear your mask.
After breakfast, the first order of business is the physical fitness exam, or PFE.
Test will begin in 5, 4, 3.
The 3-part test begins with push-ups,
Up, down, up,
conducted at a cadence.
2, down.
It's on your cord.
Push-ups are followed by planks.
Let's go, Red!
Then a 1.5-mile run.
Let's go! Let's go!
Push it, let's go!
After the PFE, male Swabs stop at the barber shop, and the barbers protect themselves with masks and additional personal protective equipment, and disinfect the chairs after each cut.
You need situational awareness, Swab Hop.
Aye, sir!
When somebody walks past you, you should be able to see them in the peripheral vision. If I'm over here and I'm walking, do you not notice that there's a blue blob at the bare minimum?
One of the most important pieces of equipment the Swabs are issued is a little blue book known as the running light.
Keep studying!
Swabs are expected to memorize hundreds of facts found in the book and to be quizzed on them at any moment.
What is Article 6 of the Code of Conduct?
Sir, Article 6 of the Code of Conduct is, I will never forget that I'm an American.
Everything that you need as a Swab is right in that little book, and you can fit it in the back of your pocket. Sayings that you're supposed to practice. The ethos of the Coast Guard.
The Coast Guard ethos is, I am a Coast Guardsman.
It's just a knowledge book compressed so that you can sit there and read it and learn and develop yourself on your own time. It's a very important tool in Swab Summer.
Go! Move faster!
The Swabs are issued uniforms,
I'm going to give you this one too.
including 3 pairs of shoes, boots, athletic shoes, and Sperry topsiders, or boat shoes, which come in handy very soon. Part of Swab Summer is focused on seamanship, Not every swab is a seasoned sailor, so they're all taught the basics of boating.
This is the boom, and this is the mast.
And they'll soon get underway on 13-foot sailboats used for training.
So when our young women and men graduate from the Coast Guard Academy, they will go out and begin service to the nation as officers in the United States Coast Guard. The vast majority of them will go to Coast Guard cutters, literally around the nation and around the globe. Some will go off to flight school and prepare to become pilots. Every single one of them has a job, and every single one of them will start serving day one.
The United States Coast Guard Academy sits on 103 acres along the banks of the Thames River in New London, Connecticut, about halfway between Boston and New York City.
It is the United States Coast Guard Academy, whose gates are open only to young men with sound bodies, stout hearts, and alert minds.
Tuition at the Academy is free, but the cadets commit to 5 years of active duty service after graduation. Cadets also receive a salary of $1,150 a month.
You literally got into the United States Coast Guard Academy. It's academic excellence, and you don't know your right from your left. That is unacceptable.
The overall average of the appointed class was 3.7 GPA, so it's pretty high, and about 13% of the applicants received appointments.
The Academy began admitting female cadets in 1976. Today, about 36% of cadets at the Academy are female.
Yes, ma'am. Go, let's go.
And about 35% are underrepresented minorities. But the Academy recently came under scrutiny due to what the Department of Homeland Security Inspector General described in its report as a failure to properly address complaints of racial harassment that occurred between 2013 and 2018.
I was not here when those cases happened, but what I took away from that, it's a moment in time right now with the racial injustice and the awakening that we've had as a nation. We need to take action. We need to continue to move forward, not move on. I think the report came at an important time to inform us as a community. We are going to learn from it, and we're going to move forward from it.
If you come out here and are not respectful and do not perform, we will find something to do with this time, aye?
Aye, sir. As Swab summer continues, not all swabs will be tested for COVID-19 on a weekly basis. The Academy will instead pivot to a method known as surveillance testing, where smaller groups of swabs and cadets are randomly tested.
We can't guarantee there'll be no COVID, and we know that there will be COVID, but what you want to do is put systems and structures in place to help reduce the likelihood that it'll be transmitted.
Aye, sir.
As these future officers start their careers in the Coast Guard, their journey begins differently than any class that's come before.
I think they're going to think of this and look back at it and say, and it was the challenging times, but we got past it and we did it together because we're stronger together. And I think they're going to look at it as a badge of honor.